Hey everyone, it's Reese, and today I want to share with you my #1 tool that you can use to take control of your life. Be honest, how many times do you know exactly what you need to do, yet somehow your whole day goes by and you don't do it? Sometimes we know we have to lose weight. Sometimes we know we have to get out of a bad relationship. Sometimes we know that if we want to live life on our own terms, we have to start a business. Today I want to give you the #1 tool that I've given to other entrepreneurs to help them take control of their lives. It's a little strange, I'm going to be honest, but it's worked really well for me. I challenge these people to take cold showers for 1 month, and every single person that has tried has gotten insanely good results. If you don't believe me, check out the links below. So here's my story about cold showers and how they have transformed my life. In 2011, I had just gotten back from this really great trip to South America. I'd been down there for 56 days, I'd ventured to 3 countries and spent extended time. But when I got back, I knew I needed to get out of this long-term relationship I had been in. I'd been into it about 6 months too long. My business was on the downward trend, and worst of all, I was in the worst shape of my life. I was 20 pounds overweight. Something had to change. I knew it had to. And so, because I was a competitive swimmer from back in the day, I knew that one of the easiest ways to lose weight is to play with the thermodynamics of water. Now let me explain. Basically, when your body is heating itself, it expends the most energy possible. So if you rapidly cool yourself down, your body actually has to spend time heating yourself back up. Now this idea might sound strange, but at the time, it was a radical solution to my problem. I wanted to get in shape fast. I was willing to work out, but I wanted that extra oomph to lose the weight quickly. I decided 30 days of cold showers were my future. When I walked into my shower for the first day to turn on the cold water, I was thinking to myself, there's gotta be an easier way. I know this works, but there's gotta be an easier way. This is so painful. And I pushed myself through it. In that moment, I psyched myself up, I screamed like Tarzan, and I walked up and I turned on the cold water, and the splash of freezing cold hit me, and I was screaming, and I lasted about 3 minutes. My goal was to take a 5-minute cold shower, but it was so cold. It was like the middle of the coldest part of the year in Austin. Austin had a cold front. And I was like, man, there's all these reasons why I shouldn't be taking cold showers right now. I'm gonna get sick. There's all these different things. Like, there's gotta be easier ways to lose weight. This isn't for me. On the second day, I walk in there, I'm all psyched up. I'm like, I'm gonna lose weight. This is easy, this is easy, this is easy. I walk up, I psyched myself up, screamed like Tarzan, turned on the water, and got hit with the cold water. In that moment, I was like, oh no, this isn't for me. Like, I'm gonna get sick. Oh no, it's not proven. This doesn't work for everyone. This probably won't work for me. I don't know, I look like a fool. This is too cold. And I reached over, slowly turned the knob to hot. In that moment, I was defeated. I'd given up. I wasn't willing to follow through with what I knew was right for me. And that hurt. That hurt. My girlfriend at the time made fun of me for it. And I was just like, it was such a bad situation. So the next day when I was talking about cold showers, I got in a fight with that same girlfriend. And she's like, you're not gonna do it. And she didn't believe in me. And it was like kind of a reoccurring theme. And so I realized, man, I just need to do this. I have to do this for me. I'm gonna go take cold showers, bam. And after our fight, I walked in the bathroom, standing in the shower, and as I'm thinking about the fight that just happened, I realized all the reasons I'm telling myself that a cold shower isn't right for me are all the same excuses that are stopping me from getting out of this long-term relationship. I was afraid to be uncomfortable. So in that moment, I realized if I wasn't willing to be uncomfortable for 5 minutes, alone, in my shower, by myself, that I will never achieve anything that I wanted to achieve in my life. So I walked up to the shower without hesitation, turned on the water, and got blasted with cold water. Stood there, shivering, knowing that there was a different future ahead of me. 2011, I broke up with this long-term girlfriend. It was like one of the worst breakups ever. But 7 days later, we broke up. 14 days later, I moved to New York City. I rang the bell at the NASDAQ. I spoke at the White House. I was featured in Forbes. My life was transformed in 2011, and it was all because I decided that I was gonna take a year of cold showers. Now, you may be asking yourself, why cold showers? Cold showers are an interesting thing, and lots of people ask me, what's the deal with cold showers? I believe that the size of your life is directly in proportion with the number of uncomfortable experiences you can readily tolerate. And so every single day, when you turn on the water, you're choosing to be uncomfortable. If you want to live a big life, a life on your own terms, you need to condition yourself every single day to be comfortable in uncomfortable situations. Now that's the reason I believe cold showers are one of the best tools, the best metaphors that you can use in your life to absolutely transform the way you think about your life and the decisions you make. So let me ask you, what type of person do you want to be? Do you want to be the person that does the comfortable, or are you willing to do the uncomfortable? If you're willing to do the uncomfortable, next time you step in the shower and you reach to turn on the water, are you going to do what everyone else does? Are you going to take a moment, pause, and realize, my life, if I want to live it on my own terms, I have to be uncomfortable. Boom, there comes the cold water. If this sounds crazy to you, then I think you should commit to doing it publicly. I think you should tweet out this video or share it on Facebook and say, I'm crazy. I'm going to do 5 days of cold showers. Or I'm crazy. I'm going to do 30 days of cold showers. Or I'm crazy. I'm going to live life on my own terms. I'm going to do a year of cold showers. Now, if you're willing to commit to this, go to nicholasreese.com and download the free Cold Shower Therapy Companion Guide. Basically, this walks you through all the mindsets and tips that I've developed over the years of taking cold showers. It's the same recommendations I recommend to all my friends, and they have seen insanely good results. If you want a good example of that, check out my friend Joel Runyon's video where he talks about the day that I challenged him to start taking cold showers. Since then, he's ran an ultra marathon, he's built his own business, and he's quit a job he hated. If those sound like good results, make sure to watch the TED Talk at the end of this video, and you can find the link below. So let me ask you, next time you step in the shower, are you going to turn on the cold water? I hope you will. Let's talk soon.